Alright, today I'm going to be checking out Enotria, The Last Song, a game inspired by Italian folklore. It's a new Souls clone, and that's about it. It came out around the same time as that uh, Bleak Faith or Lost Faith that stole all those assets, and then this one kind of slipped under the radar. It kind of got washed by the Elden Ring DLC. I think even the devs were talking about that. They were like, we're going to live or die based on whether we can launch alongside the Elden Ring DLC. So I guess we know how that chapter goes. I haven't seen any, yeah, here we go. I haven't seen any settings menus yet. We'll check the heads up display and all that. Auto loot, that's interesting. What else can we get here? Performance, motion, good enough. What do we have? Let's test it. I would have done all this sooner, but I didn't know that there was... I thought it was going to be one of those games where as soon as you press start, there's like a most epic cutscene. Yeah, okay, we'll start it loud and we'll see where it goes. X apply, hit circle. Unsaved changes. Well, apply it, please. I hit apply. Press and hold, they got me. That's the first mix-up. Alright, so Enotria, a Souls clone. New game. I think I want to move that camera. Let me see where the heads-up display is, and then we'll kind of adjust everything.
The tree of change bears fruits.
You want to see the lore or skip it?
Maskless one.
I guess I'll get invested. I kind of just want to play something. I don't want to have to be creative. Hey, alright, there we go. I'm in there. We definitely got to change this display. So, let me think about this. The life bar is the most critical, and the equipment. What do you think? Cover how many souls I have? What's the difference, you know? Let's move this. Let's move. We could do it there. You don't need to see how many souls I have, do you? Because I don't want it in the middle. We could do that. Alright, let's do that. Let's try that. Locking on to a target enemy. What should I say first? Let's see what controls I can learn. Circles roll, typical. And we got a typical jump. And then we have Ellen, what is the button? Ellen triangle? We got that. That doesn't move. I can move. He's responsive. I'll say that in terms of the input response, it's right on. And he kind of has like a He's a little bit light and a little bit floaty, but not laggy. You'll see. You'll see when you play. This is a demo, by the way. It's a free demo on PS5, and they said that there's like tons of 7 hours worth of content in the demo is what I'm trying to say. Is that a candle? Somebody put a candle. Hey, I like this game. Somebody put a candle all the way up there. Let me walk up and get that candle, dude. Light that shit, smoke it. Jump, and I'm surprised that there's a jump, I gotta be honest, in the clone. So let's see. I'm guessing that the D-pad is the items, and then we have L2. L2 is my base equipped select, and then L1 is block. But then you can't move with block. Ooh, interesting. You know, that's an interesting concept. I've been thinking about, like, how do you innovate in a game when we keep giving, like, more choices, like a roll and a block and stuff like that. So this idea of, like, I don't like how games take away blocking and just force you to parry. But this idea that, look, it's going away. This idea that, well, you can kind of block and parry, but then you can't move with a block. That could be interesting. So light and heavy. What about a roll attack? Okay, I got slash still. Ooh, that's really heavy. Okay, so the heavy is the stab. Do I have a jump attack? No jump attack. Sometimes he has, like, landing. Oh, yeah, he kind of does. You have to be high enough. Oh, my stamina meter! You see? Oh. Stamina! Oh, okay. No jump heavy. Just a jump light. Okay. Let's get on with it already. Practice on the... Uh-oh, they don't have a head. And R2 to lock. Full charge. Roll and stab, I saw that already. What about a dodge? Woo, that was... He was... Okay. Okay, a little bit. First of all, I'm no longer rolling, I'm dodging. You notice that? So it's Bloodborne style. Another thing is, I'm locked on and I'm tracking. Look, look, see? The camera tracks me. So look, I'm gonna get stabbed. Unless you just stand still. If I just stand still, he dodges forward, not backward. Let's look at this. It's a long delay. Look, I hit it again, and he got hit. I dodged late, got hit, but still went around him. It's got like Demon Souls. It's got like the Demon Souls style where it's gonna like track and autocorrect toward him. Defeat the enemy. So maybe I don't want to lock on. Well-timed parry. I hit it twice. I'm not really a parry main. Defeat the enemy. It didn't work. There we go. And then I hit him again. Oh, because he got stunned from the parry. It's sloppy. It's looking like Dark Souls 2. It's looking like Dark Souls 2. What does this say? The maskless... Let me move my spectacles. The maskless one can weaken the Canavaccio grip on all manner of things. Fighting hostile beings causes them to build their unraveling meter. When filled, they can temporarily expose to a finishing strike. Yeah. They gotta come up with new names for the same old thing. Fighting enemies like fills their unraveling gauge. Okay, which leaves them exposed. Can I get like a cool... There you go, awakened state. This is Dark Souls 2, I'm telling you right now. When the maskless one finishes off an unraveled enemy, they briefly enter an awakened state. When awakened, the maskless one gains a variety of positive effects that depend on the mask they are currently wearing. Press and hold. Press and hold, okay. Press and hold. What do I think? Let's, oh boy. Is it a little loud? Fucking didn't save. Let's do it. It's louder. Apply. Press and hold to apply. It mixes me up. That's why. So we'll jump. Can I run? There's no click R3 to run. I'm not really a parry god. Except in Devil May Cry 3. A break. Use the Harmonium Amber to restore health with triangle. I guess I have to. It's the tutorial. They're gonna make me. Wow, he looks cool. I like the stage. So this guy is on the cover of the demo, but I pressed it. He's the boss, he's not me. tried it again. I'm mashing pretty hard. Let's get my stamina back. Oh. I tried it. Why don't I just like... Why am I even trying to do like any type of why am I trying to do any type of like parry maneuver where you just be hitting him? Fuck. Turn this down. Acquired Veiled Greatsword. Maskless 1 has up to 3 loadouts at their disposal, in which all kinds of equipment can be set while at a resting spot. What? While exploring weapons, gems and consumables can be changed. Changing the active loadout can be done at any moment. What are you fucking saying to me? Hang on. Let me read this again. I have 3 loadouts, and they can all be set at the resting spot. So instead of basically having to switch gear all the times, you could equip 3 sets of gear, but you still only have 1 stat tree. I don't know. 3 builds at the same time, man. While exploring, the weapons, gems, and consumables can be changed. So then what do you mean loadout? Changing the active loadout can be done at any moment. I don't know what you're talking about. Double pressing the swap input allows you to quickly select the loadout that is currently farthest in the pick order. Dude, what the fuck are you trying to say to me right now, dude? Press and hold to continue. Swap equipped weapon. And then change mask loadout. Ooh, I'm the guy now. And then I'm this guy now. But what do the other things say? Let's take a look at this pause menu. And let's see what the camera thinks. So virtues, fortitude, cunning, attunement, alacrity, and erudition. The memoria, lost memoria, and requipped. Oh boy. Health, stamina, attack, ardor, and defense. Elemental, utility, luck, and carry capacity, and then power. Then we have these loadouts. So is the loadout just a weapon and whatever else these things are? What does this say? Mask loadout. Yeah, I can read. I don't know what that's gonna do, dude. And then my items. Song of Return. We don't need that. So here, but I'm just in the pause menu. I'm not at the bonfire or whatever. Looks like he's wearing a suit and tie ready to go to work. I can't equip anything there. Maybe you can't edit this because I'm not. Maybe I can't edit this. What is this? Unsophisticated polish. Minimally absorbs all kinds of damage. Is that my healing thing or is that something else? Veiled Greatsword. Stage Greatsword. And then inventory. Weapons offhand. Mask of Change. Deal more weapon damage through heavy attacks, and physical power is increased while awakened. Aspects of Fortitude. It's just showing what's plus, I guess. And then key items, and the compendium. And then, wait a minute. The compendium's not unlocked. The compendium's not unlocked. Alright. The compendium is not unlocked. What about the, and the whatever is called... Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let's turn this off. And let's do a nice screen. I mean, you gotta be. Let's come in here first. We're in the door. We're approaching the boss. you know? Kind of looks like a dork. He's like an undead mummy. All right, good enough. I'm surprised that there's no run. Art of Burst. Oh yeah, speaking of which, so R2's heavy. The tutorial went away. L2 and then R1 breaks that. I don't know why you can't just slap it. Whoop. What will I say? As far as like the graphics and the library, I think that it looks fine enough. It's very much somebody spent their whole life trying to make Dark Souls 3 after Dark Souls 2 came out, and then like Dark Souls 3 came out, and then Sekiro, and then Demon Souls Remake, and then Elden Ring, and they're like, oh shit, we have to launch this game before the DLC comes. Mask lines are powerful Ardor abilities. In order to use them, the maskless one needs to land attacks on the enemies and charge them up. Yeah, I guess it depends like what type of stuff I can get. Mask lines are charged by damaging enemies. These guys have a lot of health. What about my other weapon? Up a switch, right? Let's try this. I don't want to activate them both at once. This is barely doing any more damage. Uh-oh. So what is this? Cast the mask lines. What do you mean triangle doesn't work? That whiffed also. So basically L2 is my... This is also another interesting concept. Hold L2 to access magic spells and then press the face button to unleash your spell. He's not doing it though. I don't have the gems or whatever. Let me switch back to my other weapon. Up a switch weapon. Okay, that's a back that... Wow, that was shitty. He like did a back sway into a spell blast. How did I know he's going to do that? Look at this move. This thing is faster and it staggers them enough where I could just do more damage. Why don't I just do this? You think it's too quiet? Harmonian Slip. I think that as long as the input response is pretty good, I can kind of settle for it being a little bit. It's kind of funny, like... I don't know, it makes you wonder, like, if this game is as good as it is, how good is Elden Ring, really? In the world Enotria, there are a total of 4 primal elements. Beast inflicts Dizzy, which increases damage dealt, as well as stamina regen at the cost of lower defense. So these may be, like, paths that I'm taking. Fatwa inflicts Wicked. Why not just call it Wicked? Why do you need 2 words? Vis-a-vis Dizzy. Why not just say Dizzy? Fatwa inflicts Wicked, increasing one's own elemental power. But I thought Wicked was the elemental power. However, suffering damage causes the attackers to heal themselves. Well, why would I ever do that? If I get hit, you heal. Milano, which is an offensive term, inflicts sickness. Might be thinking of inflicts sickness, causing one to suffer damage over time and to spread its effects to nearby entities. And Gracia inflicts radiant, causing one to recover health over time. However, being damaged while afflicted Triggers a powerful explosion. Well, I don't want to. I don't want to experience any of those. I think. What's this? Uh-oh, I'm dizzled. Piercing wit mask. What's this thing now? And what do I hit to isn't triangle heal? But that only heals my health, not the stuff. And I got all this stuff. Wrathful charge. So what is L and so okay. L left and right cycle. Why don't I just start eating this stuff? Oh, and down switches. Hey, this guy looks cool. Let's be him. So down switches and up switches my weapon. And so how he holds it kind of indicates what is going on here. So then let's use square. And I'll take this sap. Oh no. Well, what about invigorating mind string? What does this do? There we go. There we go. So what else is new? I want to look at my inventory. Oh my god. Get the camera off the screen. So let's see. Affects dizziness buildup. Can be tossed. Used to recover health upon damaging an enemy. Get rid of this, dude. And then how do I know what's equipped? Well, we'll just leave them. We'll leave them. What about this then? Taco tier. What is this? Green gem soaked in the dueling mages. Oh, because I'm a different loadout. Oh, gotcha. What is this now? Gracia path. Prepared. So this mask has like built-in effects, I guess. What is this then? And these are his powers. Oh, his magic. So they each have magic and they have weapons. What does he have? Mace and an ultra great sword. Long sword and great sword. Okay. Could I change this? Yeah. Failed great sword I can't equip. Why does this have that there? It says X. I can equip it. So then down, no. Want to be this guy. And so that's this one. But it's blanked out. You see that? It's blanked out for some reason. I wonder why. Equipped to loadout 3. What does triangle mean? Requirements. Alacrity and erudition. What do I have? So I don't have some requirements. So it's not gonna do. It's not gonna do what it needs. These have no. These have no. No requirements. All right. We'll use this, I guess. Or you want to try this mace? Why don't I do this? Let me try this guy's mace. There you go. Inspired by an author's thoughts. You said it. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty funny. I mean, it's pretty typical Dark Souls, early Dark Souls, like Demon Souls 2, Dark Souls 2. Let me take a photo of this here. Why? I don't know. Oh, the other thing I want to test was his magic. So let's test the magic out. He's not doing it. Can I not do it because I'm not locked onto an enemy? I want to learn what the spells do. Untangle knot. They make up their own like lore terms for the same thing. Just say save state. I guess because it's Italian. I mean, that's cool. We need some different lore. That's cool. So loadouts, paths of innovation. What does this mean? Inspiration gained by finding new entries in the compendium can be spent on the paths of innovation. Alright. I don't really know where I'm going with it right now, though. Acquired. Heals a portion. I'm not really worried about this right now. I have 16. But they cost about 5. And where am I starting? I don't really know, like... I'm more concerned about the spells. Upon casting the mask line in equip slot 1, your weapon is briefly infused with Gracia. So you're going to try and build 3 skill trees on 3 loadouts. Wouldn't your skill points be split 3 ways? Wouldn't it be better just to start a new character and just keep one loadout? Like the Fatwa Path, the spell casting, Layer of Thorns. Inflicting melee damage causes attacker to sustain physical damage in return. Why would I do that? So that's if they hit me, they will take damage. That's pretty cool. Path of Assassination. Upon dealing damage, your stamina regeneration is increased. I like that too. Maybe we'll do an assassin, what is it called? An assassin layer build. What does this do? Upon casting the mask line in slot 3. I don't think I want to worry about that. Mask lines charge. I don't know if maybe the strategy is just do one loadout and attribute all your spell points. I don't know. So let's do this now. Let's just look at this now. Status power and damage dealt by finishing attacks is increased, and that's the yellow ones are already acquired. Killing an enemy slightly charges up all your mask lines if you want spells. Increases your luck. Okay. Dealing a finish attack to minor enemies instantly kills them. Maybe that's secretly useful. Suffering melee damage causes the attacker to sustain physical damage in return. I like that. They'll take a little bit. This would help if you like hit them. You and the enemy are trying to strike each other, and you strike at them, and you deal like 95%, hoping to kill them or win a trade, and then they tag you, and you're like, oh shit. This might like make them eliminate themselves at low life. You receive less damage from range attacks. I like this whole idea of minimizing their attack power rather than raising my health. I like this idea. I think I want this. Acquired. What does this say? Perfectly parrying an attack heals you by a portion of your max health. But I'm not good with these parries, so I'm going to mess up once and it's going to be null and void. Ranged attack, and then what does this say? I don't know if we're going to counter people with range attacks. And does range attack mean projectile or still melee? Might be worth doing anyway. Might be worth doing anyway. Fuck it. It's a demo. What else did I think? So paths of innovation, that's like your skill tree. Level up. Guide. Fortitude, health, attack power, and defense. Cunning is stamina, which I like. Attunement, elemental power, line change. Increases stamina, luck, and carry capacity. Attack power, elemental defenses, and line charge. Alright, so they kind of, everything does 3, and they kind of arrange it. Health, attack power, and defense. Stamina, attack power, and status power. It might just be obvious to go there. And the elemental power stuff. Ardor power, elemental defense. I mean, how many can I go? Minus. Okay, let's just do stamina, attack power, and status power. What's status power? No stamina, huh? Why don't I just do health just to see what the hell's going on? And then we'll do some stamina. I don't know if it's worth investing in elemental in like a demo. You could probably have to figure out. That's kind of what I want to figure out. Like, I want to know. Up is up's not what I want. I want down. Let's do this basic guy again, and then we'll experiment. I kind of think like I want to. Why can I not test my magic powers? Look, it's like there's nobody here, so you can't try it out. That's where I came from. But it's like that's specifically what I want to test and try. Like I absolutely need to like look at these elements. So here, let me do this. Not that. transform. Alright, good enough. Was it down? I wonder if there's a way, I wonder if there's a way to look at what... Yeah, here you go. Okay. I want to look at, the loadout and what their powers do. So he has nothing equipped here. He has, step backward, then immediately follow up with an attack using other equipped weapons. And summon an Ardor sword imbued with power of these and perform a powerful heavy attack. So those didn't really impress me. What do these other loadouts have? Step backward, so it's the first one, Duelist Virtue, and then but he's got an extra one, Wraithful Charge. Summons an Ardor shield imbued with powers of these and starts charging forward, damaging and knocking them backward. Maybe these powers aren't really that exciting just yet. And then he's got the same... Jesus, this... When you've got a cursor that's like... You're trying to move over circles and triangles. It doesn't know where it wants to go. I like this guy's mask. I like him. Vermilion. Summon Vermiglio's scepter and conjure a multitude of Fatwa orbs that relentlessly chase the enemy. Why don't I just try him? Why don't I just try him? And he'll use the mace and the longsword. Yeah, let's kind of go with this guy. Let's go with this guy. One more time. All of a sudden, it's performance drop. Dude, I called it. They played Dark Souls 1, and they weren't all about it. And then they played Dark Souls 2, and they loved it so much. They bought the developer version of Unreal 3, and they started working on their own game. And 10 years later, multiple updates... Trying to switch to Unity, getting demoralized when they released other Souls games. That's literally the animation that they use. And L is block, and I have my variety of masks. I didn't really and what are these? Let me get rid of these. Let's get rid of this. And this. And this is the one that's, yeah, dizzy buildup. Alright. And triangles heal. And I think that it's not really about attack damage. It's about sure, the speed of the attack, but also just the animation, the range and stuff. Like, that's why Rapier in Dark Souls 2 is so good. Just because it's so fast. Look, it doesn't stagger them. I kind of hit it a little bit, but that's okay. You know, it's just bootlegged. Why would you ever play this instead of Dark Souls 3? Or any of them. I mean, I don't know that I like this mace. Because it's not, if it's going to be a heavy attack and not stagger them. Okay, fucked up. Let's see this power then. My magic. Look at this! L2. It's not charged up. Well, what's the other one? It gave me a pop-up when I hit triangle. Weapon infusion, temporarily imbued. I don't care, man. I just don't fucking care. What am I using now? Did I switch to my weapon, or... And how deeply do I need to explore this level? I don't want to go down that way, I want to go up this way. I didn't get it. Oh, I have no stamina. If you have no stamina, can you still parry?
Music, singing, dancing.
Whoa, I parried his projectile. Cool. Yeah, I think I was gonna say there's a guy up here. So you don't always get a riposte. I missed it there. So you need to listen to the correct sound effect. I didn't always get you don't always get like a counter hit option from them. Okay, hold circle to run. Like I didn't see that coming. I think the window is just generous for me. And then I'm breaking their stamina, that's what it is. Oh. So if the parry doesn't break their stamina. Okay. What about the Sparta burst? No, okay. Yeah, the parry, it seems like when I pressed it late I would get hit, so I've been pressing it early, and it's like giving me credit. It still doesn't feel like I'm timing it right. So it might be like the Dark Souls style of parry where you press it ahead of time and then you press it before the attack hits and then catch it, rather than pressing it as the attack hits. That's fine. So I'm not even using this mace anymore. Maybe I'll switch. I kind of didn't like it. I could be honest. I like this longsword because it's fast. Maybe I'll just be a long main. I like that he wants to make... He, as in the one dev who made this. He wants to make, like, a sprawling levelscape. I like it. I'm having fun. I mean... It's, you know, endearing. It's endearing in the way that all the Souls games are. So... And it's also not trying to compete. It's just trying to do... You know, he's just trying to make his own version. I like it. I'm going to be honest with you. I think because the control response is so good, I mean, I've got no objection. I think it's just kind of silly. And I want to know more about the skill tree and these, like, effect things. So he's going to dizzy me. Uh-oh. So why don't I do this? Why don't I hit you with this? Because you don't even know about that. Look at that, see? Maybe I want to be a spellcaster. Don't forget about dodging. I'll tell you another... What just happened there? I tried to unlock to do a roll. No more heals, huh? Why don't I hit you with this? You didn't even see that coming. Get away. I hit circle. I struck him twice and then I hit circle and he didn't do it. I don't like this mace. But I'm going to use this Lodo because I have that power. I like that power. Let's try this then. How many heals do I have? I guess 5. I can run and they spawn in. It's, you know, like I said, the button inputs, like moving around is very quick, but attacking, it's like you're committed to it. Can I sneak? Look at that. Like, how did I know that guy's animation is going to be like that? Oh my god. See, look how slow that was, and look how little damage that was. Now, maybe it's because I'm low level, and I'm not getting uber scaling. I'm not getting uber scaling on any of this shit, you know? Like, maybe if I were higher level, I'd be seeing damage multipliers if my stats were up. Or maybe, I think the skill tree is kind of more innovative than the stat tree.
Portray your character with genuine emotions!
At least it's heavy. Maybe I like this thing. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Alright. I'm out of stamina. And I can still continue on this strike. Let's see if I can lure some of these guys down here. Let's use the heavy. There you go, see? Maybe I'll do this. Big heavy attack for an instant stun. Just stand there for me. Look at that. Instant stun, because it breaks their stem. So then maybe I want to do that. In Nio, that's kind of... And that other game, Thymacia, that's kind of what I did. I was like... big stamina breaker. Maybe that's the path. Will be you know, you just stun them. Oh, and I have auto pickup. That's another innovation. So when I run around, it automatically picks them. What can I do here? We want to do a sneak. Now watch this. And what's my what's this power? Summons a sword with V's and performs a heavy attack. And this is chases, and this is step backward. So what if I do this? What if I do them both? And then I do it, go like this. And it wastes it because he interrupts me, son of a bitch. And he doesn't walk into it. Can you like not parry them? I'm dead. It's like... If he hit me twice and then wound up for a third hit, and I tried to parry him, and I never even saw the block come out. Look at that! Parry, block takes... Oh! Block takes stamina! Oh! Block takes stamina! Look at the tempo when I have stamina. Look at that tempo. And then now look, I got no stamina! Oh! Alright. But the dodge sucks. The dodge sucks. I'm gonna be spending all day fighting these baseline enemies. Hey, this game's fun. It's creating a fun sense in my body. Let's see if we can run... Hey! Let's see if we can run through. I don't think so. They kind of designed the games to not really enable you to do that, though. They don't want you to do that. Did I lose them? There's one. There you go. I mean, I like that it breaks the stamina, so maybe that's like a good idea. Why don't I try, cuz I'm kind of, he's the first real enemy. So why don't I try Grape Cutter? Why don't I try out my weapons on him and we'll see what's up. Man, what the fuck? I want to attack. I'm the player. Let's do this. I won't parry, I'll just dodge. Is it 3? No. And I like that strike. So the overhead strike. It's kind of like, might not have the range though. Look, he interrupted me. And the dodge doesn't go out of the way. The dodge doesn't take me very far. And that doesn't stagger him. I think the other sword's better. The other great sword. Because it's going to have more range and more stagger. Look, I have to dodge and parry. He didn't do it. He didn't do it the first time. I'm done. Alright. Don't unlock. And see, he's like, all of a sudden he goes, no, I don't want to block and I don't want to parry. Maybe there's no... Hey, let's test this. Maybe there's no block. I don't like this, It's not really doing it for me. Let's try this thing. Another heavy weapon. In a game where the animations are going to be so long, I don't know that heavy is really going to work. Unless you have the, like, poise, essentially, to tank a hit and then crush them. So if I... Is there no block? Look at this camera. I mean, I like the game. I find it kind of endearing. Let me run past these guys. And just make my way back up here. Look, even there. Was I supposed to be testing? Oh. If there's a block. Let me test this weapon. What's the heavy on this? So another strike. Maybe strike's not as good as stab, because it's still going to be... It's going to have the same forward hitbox, but it's not going to... It's going to be up above them, and they could kind of roll out of the way rather than if it stabs. I don't know. Look, and then we trade. It's fucking bullshit. I just want to know when I can stagger them and when I can swing. Look, he 2 hits. I'm fucked. I like weapons that stagger. I don't like just trading a hit. There we go. So you want the blue to go up, not down. The blue meter. My magic doesn't do stun? Fuck this weapon. So we want a super... Okay. You want a super fast weapon, and you want a super heavy weapon. So it seems like nothing's good, except this. The greatsword and the longsword. The greatsword and the longsword. 2 peas in a pod. What's my thought so far? I like that my heavy weapons crush their stamina and give me stun. I don't like that I can hit them and they will keep going and interrupt me. I also wish that I had the roll all the time, even when I was locked on. And not the step dodge, because the step dodge doesn't go far. You want to get out of their hitbox. If I'm going to time something, you might as well time a parry. The dodge is to get out of dodge. It's to get out of the way and to move far. That whiffs too. But, I mean... It's kind of a lucky parry. So the timing is... I think that there's a lot of stuff about this that's cool and fun and good, and I'm just kind of adjusting. You know, I will say, even Steel Rising was... This is not even as stiff as that game. I think this is the last time I checked this guy. I just kind of want to test the weapons. It's good to get a strong enemy. I couldn't dodge out of the way, I was still stunned. Let me... Where's my magic? So look at that. And look, see, it's got that Dark Souls 2 style where you're always tracking him. Fuck this guy, damn it! Maybe I'm a heavy weapon player. Stand still and parry. And then he unlocks after... Dude, why are you unlocking after I finish reposetting him? I want to play spells. Give me like a crossbow or something. And he gets a true I don't know if that's really a true combo. I gotta admit, I don't know if that's really a true combo. I'm gonna play this thing. What do I think so far? You repossedium and unlock from the enemy you're fighting. That's stupid. Also, when you're locked on and you do the dodge instead of the roll, it doesn't go as far. That's also stupid. If you're gonna... They wait around. You don't. It's like you don't know what, like, when you can strike. So you try and hit a button, and then they start swinging, and it's like, well, I don't have poise to tank the hit, and I can't cancel into a parry, and I've already queued up my next move. How many hits do I get? 1 or 2, and then I'm waiting for you to attack so I can parry you to attack once, and it's like we're just standing here like the footsies of Dark Souls where you're locked on and walking around and you're rolling to dodge, get out of the way. It's like a roll is safer because I'm invincible and I move and it repositions me and I get out of your hitbox. But the parry is supposed to be, I'm going to reversal you and get one up on you. And there's basically no block in this game because you'll take damage while you're blocking. Maybe I could equip the shield, that's true. Do these loadouts... What are the loadouts even for other than just equipping spells? Because you can switch weapons at any time. And loadouts, you don't get different skill trees per loadout. You just get different, like... And you don't get different level stats per loadout. Look, see, at least I'm still striking through him. Oh, alright, now I'm getting fucked up. I don't know if it's, yeah, I say, I don't know if it's gonna hit. I kind of like games where I can do what I want, and I'm stuck. Where I can do what I want and make it work. They're running away. And kind of implement my own strategy. And what was good about Dark Souls 1 was that with poise and with... Well, the enemies have poise also, so you can attack them and stun them. I mean, you can stun a boss. See, like, I was late on that. It's just kind of a little void. So it's like, if I at least have enough... I don't want to stand still and just wait for these idiots. Alright, I don't want to stand still and wait for these idiots. I like the game. I think it's good enough to play. And it's just a matter of learning the systems and the controls, and then it's a matter of getting comfortable with the controls and kind of building out my style. I don't know that. What's the difference between all these different loadouts? I think you only have one stat screen, and then you have, like, maybe it's different. You can apply different equipment and different items and different magics, but at any time you can switch items and equipment. And then it's just for a magic loadout at your hideout, basically, bonfire. And then there are these things. Like Gracia Path, Path of Spellcasting, Preparedness. So when I level up something, it's like when I level up my... Look at this. A pet aspect of the Elementalist. What? Aspect of Fortitude. It just changed. Equipped in Loadout 3. I don't really get what all that stuff is. Like, this stuff is changing. That's fine. Look, sometimes this stuff is here and it goes away. Mask change effect. Whatever. I'm not worried about it. I didn't build these guys. The dev built these guys. I don't want to have to keep playing this section over and over again, dude. So let's be a little bit more temperate, and then let's use this heavy thing, Gardener Mask Shard. Another thing that's cool about these games is, like, I mean, enemies are dropping stuff. You could figure out what they are. I want a long-range weapon too. And it doesn't seem like this sword has taken so much stamina. There you go. What can I do from here? Can I jump him? No? What the hell? Look, second hit. What the fuck? There you go. Get him back. Let's see what's down here. I'm not gonna fight that guy anymore. Shores of Quinta. Maybe we'll do another, what's it called? Screenshot break. It's hard to get him to face at like the camera. Whatever. So what's working so far? The heavy attacks. Let me run over here to the right. Yeah, that's hidden path. I figured that was hidden path. I mean, I like it. I hate to admit it, but I like it. Because it does a lot of things effectively. And it's endearing, and I gotta give it credit. And it has responsive controls. It's just like the rules of combat. But it also feels like a Souls game. It wants you to be a little bit more slow-paced and tempered. Should I level up? What do I need? Maybe some stamina? Maybe that's a good idea. What about this? Dealing damage with a weapon briefly increases your physical defense. This effect can stack. Sure. Why not? Because when I hit them, and we're kind of like trading back and forth. Loadouts. What about this guy? Select. What about this? Unexpressed power minimally absorbs damage. Excellent physical melee damage negation. Anti-magical. So let's go here. If I'm going to be like this so far. Do I have any other magic? What's the one that I don't like? I like that one, and I like the sword. The step is pretty good, though. Why don't I just... what is it? The shield blast? I mean, why not? Now, let me ask you this. If you have 4 equipped and you're killing enemies, does it try and fulfill all 4 of those powers? And then when you spend 1, like, would it be better to only have 1 or 2 and max it out? Let me try that. What do I not like? Let me get rid of this one. Let me get rid of this one, and we'll see if we can just max out those 2. And then what's this? Gracia Path. Casting the what? Upon casting the mask line equipped in slot 1, your weapon is briefly infused with Gracia. So that's slot 1. Okay. Dealing damage, stamina regeneration is increased. Do that. I want these to be passive. Mask lines charge up faster but deal less damage. That's kind of not bad though. I kind of want that. Status power and damage dealt by finishing attacks are increased. I want that. Dodging attack causes the attacker to be slightly unraveled. I'm not really dodging a lot though, but that's good. Why not just do all this shit? When your health is above a certain threshold, your physical defense is increased. Suffering melee damage causes the attacker to sustain physical damage. Wait a minute, this is the stuff that I bought from the skill tree, and then you have to slot them? Oh. I'm thinking about this, and it's like, why would I want to deal damage to them? I don't even want to take damage. Deals damage to them in return. That doesn't sound as enticing, because the idea is like, well, when you take damage, it triggers them to take damage. Well, I don't want to take damage. But it's like, if you, why increase your defense just to take less damage when you get hit when you could deal damage when you get hit? Yeah, I like it. A little tit for tat. Less damage from ranged attacks. There's only that one guy throwing that shit. Physical damage with the weapon briefly increases physical defense. This can stack. Let's do that. Can I do a bunch more? What else did I see? Let's go up from the top. Suffering melee, and then what was the other one? Above a certain threshold, and then what was the last one? The refills faster but do less damage. They can stack. Don't I already have this? What did I just do? Preparedness. Dodging an attack causes the attacker to be slightly unraveled. Yeah, good enough, good enough. And they look different. I have this. Look at this. It's on there twice. Do I want that? What's the one, what was the one? What was the one about my lines fill faster? Charge faster but deal less damage. Let's just try it out. This will be like my test subject. Alright. Give me 1 second here. And then I wonder if I have to, what else did I think about? What else did I think about? So we have mask lines made, weapons are made, spells are made, the character's made. The path is made. And I'm leveled. And I want stamina. Good enough.